education.
Ladies and gentlemen, students, families, and guests from across the country, welcome as we kick off the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation's 2020 Virtual Awards Gala. I'm your Master of Ceremonies, Lou Canellis, and I am honored to have the chance to be here virtually, helping to celebrate, elevate, and reward scholastic success, honoring amazing undergraduate students from across the country who reflect our Greek heritage, yes, and give us a glimpse of future leaders. As a newsman and a sportscaster, hey, I have seen a lot of champions and a ton of great performances, yet I'm really excited to be here with inspiring Greek American achievers tonight. Okay, comfortable? Excellent. Yassas, and welcome again to the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation's 2020 Virtual Awards Gala. If you can, take a sip, grab a seat, and I can sort of walk you through what we have in store for you in this next hour. We're going to get to know this year's 40 amazing scholars, our generous donors and supporters from across the country, and we might even have a few special appearances from some well-known Greek Americans and musical performers as well. We're going to have fun and make a few people here a little uncomfortable as we push modern communication technology to the breaking point. And along the way, hopefully, you may find yourself inspired as we celebrate Hellenic values, both ancient and modern. You don't have to be Greek to appreciate these ideals. Philotimo, excellence, civic responsibility, and the pursuit of knowledge. And we will also award $250,000 in scholarships. That's big. In fact, the PanHellenic Foundation has been on a relentless mission these last 18 years to promote education by providing scholarships and programs, recognizing those students who, guided by their Hellenic upbringing, have the potential to become lifelong significant achievers and contribute meaningfully to society. While it's true that we've traditionally gathered together live in big ballrooms to honor our scholars, today, given the unique challenges of our time, we have to show our appreciation and love in a different way. No fancy venues, no fancy clothes, except for mine, of course. In fact, you probably won't even know if I'm wearing shoes at all. Tonight, we are virtual, and while we may not be dancing together by the end of the hour, we hope your hearts will be singing. Feel free to text friends and relatives to please tune in. And feel free to jump in with a live comment at any time, whether you're joining us via YouTube or Facebook. So now to the future. Wait. I'm supposed to have a drink here. You can toast to it yourself at home. It's a toast that's always worth giving, no matter what. So lift your glass, slide on your own slippers at home, to the future. Ke isanotera. Let's start by going off to New York City for a special message from His Eminence, Archbishop Eleftheria of America.
Good evening, everybody. It is truly a joy for me to address you, the distinguished recipients of this year's PanHellenic Scholarship. While the current situation makes it impossible for us to gather together in person for this awards gala, I want you to know that I am with each and every one of you in spirit, as I wholeheartedly congratulate you on the honor that you receive today. Singharitiria, bravo σας. Use this award as motivation to excel in your studies, to cultivate and sharpen the strength you already possess, harness new skills, and learn as much as you can, always striving for excellence. You are brilliant students that give our world hope for the future. May Almighty God bless you all with peace and health, keeping you forever under His steadfast protection. God bless you.
Great efforts get their spark from visionary and passionate leaders. The PanHellenic Foundation was the brainchild of Chris P. Tamaris, an inspired Greek American. His story and passion for education is important to share. Let's hear from Yanni Valsamas, longstanding leader, board member, and friend of Chris.
Destiny, for some, is a matter of choice, for others, a matter of chance. For Chris P. Tamaris, successful entrepreneur, philanthropist, and founder of the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation, his destiny was a combination of both chance and choice. Born and raised in Piraeus, Greece, during a time of war, poverty, and few prospects for success, he took a chance and immigrated to the United States in 1957 to pursue his dream of a college education. Armed with his beliefs in the Hellenic values of honor, duty, and loyalty, together with the virtues of wisdom and courage, he persevered and faced many challenges. Although his college sponsorship ended after just 2 years, he did not retreat back to Greece, but took another chance and stayed in the United States. His business acumen led him to establish several successful ventures. The choices he made along the way cumulated into the founding of Kronos Foods, the largest Greek food product manufacturer in the United States. Although his accomplishments were many and he achieved prosperity, he never forgot the importance of a higher education. It was his passion for education and his spirit of philanthropy that led him to create the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation. His vision for a scholarship organization that would not only provide much-needed support for deserving undergraduates, but also build a better America through education and Hellenism, has grown into a national endowment awarding $250,000 in scholarship funds each year. Over 550 college students have received more than $3.5 million in scholarships. To Chris Tamaris, each scholarship recipient was his progeny that he nurtured and loved. Although he passed away in 2015, his legacy continues. The chances he took, the choices he made, live on in the Foundation's mission and in the lives of every scholarship recipient.
For you, my young friends, I have 3 simple words that hold profound meaning. They are live, learn, and lead.
We honor his memory, celebrate his rich legacy, and through passion and generosity, we sustain his most treasured accomplishment, the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation.
Wow, that was inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the chairman of the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation, Mr. Robert Buehler.
Kalispera σας. Despite these difficult times, I'm pleased to report that on March 27th, the PanHellenic Board unanimously voted to, number 1, pay out $250,000 in scholarships again this year. Number 2, properly honor our 2020 scholars with a virtual PanHellenic weekend. By not having a traditional gala, we were uncertain of how much of a financial burden these decisions may impact the PanHellenic. Additionally, we really didn't know, as most everyone didn't know, what a virtual event would entail. However, uncertainty never stopped Chris Tamaris, our founder, and it was not going to stop our board. Remarkably, our donors, and specifically our S50, 100, and 200 Scholarship Society members, unwaveringly contributed to tonight's program, very generously. Thank you. We are blessed. Why are these donors, and why is our board so committed to recognizing and funding extraordinary, top-of-the-top college students of Hellenic heritage and passion? Well, rather than me trying to explain it, you'll hear directly from some tonight. I would, however, like to highlight the PanHellenic's continued effort to provide our scholars value well beyond a scholarship. Beyond providing a significant financial support, we continue to develop in 3 key areas focusing beyond a scholarship. Number 1, mentoring. We conducted our 4th annual mentorship luncheon today, co-hosted by THI, only virtually. We had over 100 Hellenes from the PanHellenic, THI, and NHS being coached by a world-class group of 14 mentors. Thank you to everyone. Number 2, alumni development. The PanHellenic alumni last night hosted a virtual networking mixer for our new class of 2020 scholars, which included PanHellenic alumni, board members, advisory board members, and academic committee members. Each of the new 40 scholars spent time telling everyone about themselves and were warmly welcomed by all PanHellenic constituents. This is just the beginning of each new scholar's PanHellenic networking connection of value for life. Number 3, internships. Besides networking with alumni and strong mentors, we deeply believe our scholars need great jobs once out of school. Good internships help land good job offers. As such, last year we began our internship initiative and had 15+ companies supporting our efforts with 1 to 3 internships available at each company. Though some internships remain open and some are already signed up, several had to furlough this effort for now. Rest assured, we will be geared up for next spring since companies continue to show a strong interest and truly want to support this program, tapping our extraordinary scholars. Speaking of next spring, let me now formally invite all 40 2020 scholars to join the 2021 class of 40 scholars next year at our formal, in-person PanHellenic weekend on June 18th and 19th in Chicago, God willing. Scholars, thank you also for being good sports and allowing us to interview you and then surprise you that you'd won. We greatly look forward to meeting you in person next year. Please also let me recognize many who worked on this program directly and have supported our efforts. Thank you, amazing academic committee, led by Chairman Dr. Meliadis. Thank you, Perry Siatis, who led our virtual weekend committee, planning with Yanni Valsamas, Ted Argyropoulos, Anastasias Figos, John Manos, and consultants Tina Manikas, Lexi Chonas, Christopher Green, and Fred Fredrickson. Additionally, our amazing PanHellenic directors, Peter Korbakis and Vivian Haritos, were involved in every aspect of this event. Thank you both very much. Of course, a special thank you to all of our board members and advisory board members, who not only smartly guide us, but who are also our global ambassadors, always passionately representing the PanHellenic. And lastly, thank you all who are new to the PanHellenic listening tonight. We are honored that you joined us, and we'd be delighted to tell you more about our organization. Thank you everyone for your time tonight, and please don't switch to Netflix or Hulu. We have a terrific program we think you'll enjoy. And now, on with the show.
We have a special guest jumping in here. Welcome James Spiros, former Executive Vice President and Chief Marketing Officer at Fidelity Investments and past PanHellenic Paradigm recipient.
Hello everyone, my name is Jim Spiros, and I am proud and honored to say that I had received the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation's Paradigm Award 6 years ago. It's actually quite hard to believe that 6 years have passed. However, time does fly, as they say. Today, you are being honored with scholarships to recognize your outstanding scholastic achievements. You bring pride and honor to all of the Greek community, and especially to your families on this special day. As you go forward in life, the most important thing that you need to remember is that you need to work hard, continue to work hard, you need to persevere, and your success will actually be challenged by adversity. And how you deal with adversity and difficult times will determine whether you're a success or a failure. I know that all of you have had a strong foundation from your family, in your church, and in your local communities. And I know that that foundation will serve you well. As my dad once told me as I was about to enter college, he said to me, one day you're going to be a big man, and I know that you're going to do well. And anytime you sign your name, our name, Spiros, to anything, it ought to be the best that it could be, because it brings pride and honor to my name and to my father's name and all the generations of Spiros who came before us. So I would ask that as you go forward, think about your names, what they mean to you, to your families. Bring pride and honor to everything you do as you move into this next chapter in life. Congratulations on the very well-deserved recognition you are receiving today, and God bless you all.
Hi, I'm Constantine and I'm hosting this segment. We want to introduce you to some of the students being honored tonight.
I'm Christo and I am definitely honored.
I don't think that's the right interpretation of the word, really. And I'm Floriana. Welcome.
I'm Marios, and I'm very much honored to be here. My best subject is math. I love the idea of numbers.
Well, obviously, I'm number one in this group, Peter. And clearly, I love numbers too.
This isn't in any particular order, number one. Oh, and I'm Kyriakos. Wait, here, I have a drink for you.
This is kind of getting out of control, but thank you.
My name's Matthew, and my favorite subject is creative writing.
I should have asked you all what your favorite subject was. I do have better questions. Here, hold this, please.
I'm Katerina, and what kind of better questions are we talking about?
Well, first, I was hoping to get some of the honorees to tell us what schools they came from.
Set to music, right?
Of course, music.
My biggest moment in education was when I was interning in the project for sea turtle protection here in Greece. And I saw an actual sea turtle nest, which was an amazing moment. And that made me love what I do, which is biology and conservation.
My name is Angelica Alexopoulos. I attend Oakland University in Rochester Hills, Michigan, and I'm majoring in biology with a focus on being pre-med. I plan on attending medical school to become a physician, and I'm not quite sure what specialty yet, but I have plenty of time to decide. And a big moment for me in my education was when I was given the opportunity to shadow a pediatric oncologist. It was really motivating and inspiring, and it gave me a lot of insight into why I've chosen to pursue becoming a physician and the end goal of all my studying and hard work.
The biggest moment in my education was being able to perform with one of my teachers, who is also a mentor and a hero of mine. His name is Ralph Peterson, which we recorded an album and also performed at several festivals and jazz clubs.
Oh, this was really intense, and now the music is gone. Now the music is gone.
Oops, sorry.
It's understandable.
We should also ask them what their biggest moment as a student was.
Oh, with more music.
Maybe something lighter this time.
I can relate to a lot of that.
Tell us what your moment was.
Yeah, person in the middle.
Yeah, person in the middle.
Definitely a lot of pressure when you're in the middle.
Take this. It's the speaking glass.
There is no such thing as a speaking glass. Let me think for a moment.
While you do that, we want to welcome everyone to the 2020 Virtual PanHellenic Awards Gala.
Welcome.
Wow, that was a lot of fun hearing from some of the students, wasn't it? Now, let's get over to Hollywood with famed actor, one of my favorites, Billy Zane, and Roswell series star Michael Vlamis.
To the PanHellenic class of 2020, congratulations on your graduation. That is mighty. You've got some big sandals to fill. No pressure. Thank you to all the donors. Congrats to all the students. We're expecting big things from you. Yassas.
Hey everybody, Michael Vlamis here. For those who don't know me, why would you? Or maybe you watch Roswell on CW. I don't know, but I'm an actor, director, producer, writer, merch connoisseur. That's a new thing, because why not? But most importantly, I am a proud Greek American. Last name Vlamis stems from Vlamakis. Family, our ancestors come from Crete. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I know you all probably feel the same, but I'm here today to congratulate each and every one of you who's a part of the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation class of 2020. I read through most of your bios, maybe not all, most though, and I gotta say, so impressive. I wasn't doing half the things most of you are doing at your age, so you're doing a lot better than I was. And I still am following my dream, so there's a lot of hope for you guys. Once again, congratulations. I'm so excited to be a part of this and proud of all of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, kalispera σας. The first year PanHellenic offered the scholarship was 2002. Very few students applied. 2 were selected, and the total dollar amount distributed was $10,000. 18 years later, during early 2020, we had 700 opened applications. 200 were completed and reviewed. The academic committee of the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation, with 9 members, has selected 40 truly outstanding recipients, all with GPAs between 3.7 and 4.0. The review of each application takes about 5 hours, and the academic committee continuously seeks to improve its awesome task. The 9 members of the academic committee who evaluated these applications are in the program. Tonight, we are distributing $250,000 to 40 recipients. When we add this class of 2020 to all past ones, PanHellenics has selected over the past 18 years a total of 540 truly remarkable individuals and has distributed the total sum of $3.5 million.
When you look at this group of students, you're seeing the future of Hellenism. You're seeing the cures of COVID, the world solvers of conflict, the pediatricians who are going to take children by the hand and lead them into the next world of health, diet, and happiness. This group of students is so exceptional, and it's been an honor to read their applications and to get to know them. They exemplify for me the core Greek principles of philotimo, of excellence, of an emphasis on education, of family. And I think meeting them has been a transformative experience for me, not only as a professor, but as somebody who gets to spend so much time with the youth of the Greek community. These are exceptional students, and each and every one of them deserves a fellowship. And honestly, if we had another 100 fellowships, I'd be happy to read 1,000 more applications.
Class of 2020, congratulations. Many congratulations. We're so proud of you. We're honored to have you represent the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation and wish you all the very best in your future endeavors.
Congratulations, PanHellenic Scholars, for receiving the award.
Dear students, congratulations. Συγχαρητήρια στα ελληνικά.
I want to congratulate each and every one of you for being a winner this year. Ακόμα μια φορά σας εύχομαι καλή τύχη και πάντα να θυμάστε πως όλοι μας είμαστε περίφημοι Έλληνες. Σας ευχαριστώ.
Congratulations, PanHellenic Scholarship winners of 2020. I am looking forward to your creating a heck of a better world than we have at this moment. I love all of you and God bless you.
Hi everybody. You are an amazing group and I'm so proud of you. I want to congratulate all of you for getting this prestigious award, and I'm sure you will do great things in your life and honor Hellenism. Θερμά συγχαρητήρια.
We wanted to make sure that everyone at home had some comfortable slippers tonight, didn't we? Because we have 40 individual students from across the United States to elevate, celebrate, and honor. These are students that have invested their hard work, passion, and skills to becoming the best they can be. They took the challenges of learning seriously and became students that other students could really look up to. They built up extraordinary scholastic records, became people who exemplify Hellenic values and are proud of their Hellenic roots. And along the way are going somewhere the best and brightest, our superstars. Today, we can point to Hellenic scholars that excelled and led in even the most complex disciplines, from engineering to philosophy, math, architecture, playwriting, and more. These students continued that tradition, and they did it without robes, without cleats, without protective gear, but mostly without robes. To help us present the scholars, we welcome two strong voices in our community, Kiki Vale and John Manos. Kiki Vale is a broadcast personality, a friend, founder of Kefi Life, and an advisory board member. John Manos is a successful entrepreneur, the foundation's trustee, and an Archon regional commander.
Kiki Vale here, and thank you so much, Lou. It's an honor to be here with you virtually. I encourage each of you in the audience to check out the recipients, their accomplishments, and bios by visiting PanHellenicsF.org. Get to know these rising stars even better.
Indeed, Kiki, they are leaning in and accomplishing things that make us all proud. This is John Manos, ready to kick off awarding our first group of outstanding scholarship recipients. Receiving the Chris P. Tamaris Memorial Scholarship, made possible by the endowment established after his passing, are the following 8 scholars. Constantine Athanitis. Constantine majors in materials science and engineering at Stanford University and plans to pursue a career in renewable energy engineering.
But I think the most interesting topic and field in energy technology is solar cells. Now, I might be a little biased. I think the reason why I do like solar cells this much is because of sort of fond memories of seeing solar panels in my house in Greece. And now as I've grown older, I've sort of realized that boosting like the efficiency of these solar cells and trying to improve this technology not only would help this sort of specific crisis in Greece, but would essentially help the global crisis, the global energy crisis that we have.
George Dalianis. George majors in government at Harvard University and plans to pursue a career in public service or law.
It's a way for me personally to give back to my parents and grandparents who have sacrificed so much for me and to build on them. But it's also a gift back to my friends and family and the next generation, because our generation has to build on the sacrifices of previous generations to continue society and keep it moving forward. Virtue alone, though, is not enough for happiness. You also need a community around you.
Alexia Kovatsis. Alexia majors in elementary education, applied psychology, and human development at Boston College and plans for a career in special education for students with severe disabilities.
I really want to understand and have the cultural competency to help students who, especially if they're new to this country, are still able to celebrate their cultural identity while also helping them learn how to effectively manage and work within the American education system. We have this delusion that education is a great equalizer, but as of right now, if students are not being given the supports and not being understood or considered in more than just an academic sense, then it is not equalizing, but it's creating more disadvantages.
Irene Pandekidis. Irene is majoring in biology, child studies, and human development at Tufts University. She plans to pursue a career in pediatric medicine.
That's a huge part of who I am, like generally kind of putting others before myself. And I think that when you go to medical school and you become a doctor, you're essentially signing yourself up for a long-term commitment of helping others. I know that at the end of the day, if I helped even just one person survive this or have less pain that day, then it's worth it.
Katerina Papanikolopoulos. Katerina majors in art history at the University of California, LA, and plans to pursue a career as a creative director and entrepreneur.
And art history at its core, it's a language and it can cross prescribed boundaries. And in that sense, you view art history as something that can speak across territory, across geography, and across different cultures.
Yorgos Stylianou. Yorgos majors in economics, philosophy, and mathematics at Indiana University and plans to pursue a career as an economist and writer.
Economics is going to be a human science. We want to study these for the purpose of making people happier and figuring out how to make people happier. As much as economics sort of studies the markets for goods and labor and whatever, politics is maybe the marketplace of social demands, and that's where we should really think about justice and maybe stop divorcing the two.
John Tsortsos. John majors in chemical engineering at University of California, Berkeley, and plans to pursue a career in chemical engineering.
A lot of my passion for the environment stems from, the time I've spent in Greece in my grandparents' villages. I think, developing these models to monitor the environmental health of Greece and ensure that the environment is taken care of, and ultimately that, Greece's natural beauty is preserved.
Ioannis Vandris. Ioannis is majoring in political science at Columbia University and plans to pursue a career in policy and government.
True and prolonged power, in my opinion, comes not from forcing one's will upon others, but rather in engaging in conversation, remaining open-minded to ideas, and persuading others when necessary. Coming to these kinds of conclusions in the classroom and understanding the foundations of our government and shared humanity is the power of studying great thinkers like Plato and Aristotle.
Now, made possible through an endowment established by Mr. Tamaris' late sister, Helen Tamaris Aston, we award the Helen Tamaris Aston Memorial Scholarship to the next three scholars. Katerina Dorian. Katerina is majoring in political science and global studies at the University of Virginia and plans to pursue a career as an analyst or researcher.
I just hope that I can take my love for Greek culture and move it into my career, move it into my research and my future studies. And so I can take my love of Greek culture, but make real scholarly advances and, find out new information about that area and basically advance the field of European studies and Hellenic studies specifically.
Yorgos Takoudis. Yorgos is majoring in finance and management at University of Miami. He plans to pursue a career as a financial analyst.
The end goal is to work as a broker, spend time serving the community, maintain ties with the Greek community. That way I can incorporate both parts of the definition of Hellenism, which is to not only learn the culture and language, but to also conduct serious discussions and make important decisions.
Let's pause. I think someone wants to say hello.
Hey everybody, Mr. Panos here. Also Giannis Bobos. Mr. Panos. I want to say best wishes to Hellenic, the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation, and the 2020 class of scholars, baby! Genius Greeks! And also have to remember the money. You have to be genius Greek, go to school, but also have to make the money. This is how the Greeks are so successful in the diaspora. And this is why I want to say a special congrats to the generous donors here who's giving the money. Thank you very much to the donors with the money. And all the students, the children, congrats. You're genius. You come from a culture that has philotimo. You're already born genius, but now you took it to the next level, baby, with the reading the books. So congratulations. And also remember, you're going to be successful because the Greek parents is always trying to convince you to come home. Come live at home with mommy and daddy. And this is what makes you get the motivation to go succeed, to get your own house, your own business. So congratulations to the 2020 class, the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation. Stay Greek, baby. Mr. Panos loves you.
Scholarships are also made possible by the endowment fund established by the George Petrakis family and came to fruition because of academic committee member Ms. Georgia Mitchell. The next two scholars received the Georgios Foundiris Mitchell Music and Arts Scholarship. Nicholas Chatzis. Nicholas is majoring in performance jazz composition at Berklee College of Music and plans to pursue a career in performance and composition.
So the most important thing I learned from being an artist in general is that music can heal people and also bring social change. I know it might sound utopic at first, but I've really seen like some changes happening through music. And when that really happens in music, I feel there's a strong magic and connection between the audience, the musicians, and the composer.
Alexandra Nichols is majoring in piano performance and violin performance at Rhode Island College and plans to pursue a career in music.
Music has been a vital part of my life from a very young age, and I have both experienced the positive impact it has had on my life and observed the effect it has on our world. It is of the utmost importance to me to participate in this healing process myself and to cultivate, nurture, and pass on this legacy to the next generation, and in this way influence the world for the better.
Receiving the Boussis Family Scholarship is Angelica Alexopoulos. Angelica is majoring in biology at Oakland University and plans to pursue a career in medicine.
I had an emergency case of appendicitis, and I had never thought of medicine before. And I was just in the hospital for a couple of days, and it ended up opening my eyes to all the things you could do with medicine. And so I wanted to be that kind of person for other people.
Receiving the Gus S. Kapsalis Memorial Scholarship is Flora Boardman. Flora is majoring in political science at Fordham University and plans to pursue a career in broadcast journalism.
Religion has always been such an important part of my life. It's been my way of connecting to my Hellenic roots my whole life. Everything I've done that's been Greek has really been with the church as well. So I figured, what better way to bring my Greek roots, to bring my faith to college than minoring in Orthodox Christian studies.
The Papa John Foundation Scholarship goes to Marios Broutsonis. Marios is majoring in economics and computer science at Trinity College and plans to pursue a career in finance.
As Greeks, maybe we think about debt as a bad thing, but if you use it right, you can actually stimulate the economy in a very good way. You can make significant impact and immediate impact in the world. It made me understand the world as it is and how things work, and I think that fascinated me.
The Hippocrates Scholarship goes to Kyriakos Chatzis. Kyriakos majors in biology at Stevens Institute of Technology and plans to pursue a career in the medical field.
Being at the hospital, seeing all the things that I learned in class kind of come alive and at the hospital, see her charge, see her cardiac rhythm, see her oxygen saturation level, seeing all those things that I learned about in class that I never knew about before, really kind of showed me that I can take my love for the sciences and apply it to something that can help out my family.
The Nicholas J. and Anna K. Bouras Foundation Scholarship goes to Christo Fosse. Christo majors in philosophy, politics, and the public economics at Xavier University and plans to pursue a career as a lawyer.
Personally, I want to become a lawyer, and as a lawyer, I would try to influence the system to kind of have a more empowering and more formative approach than the limited approach that we're seeing currently. That was kind of my logic for minoring in theology, is to be able to kind of know really how religion plays a role in our lives and how we can make that be a good thing rather than a divisive thing.
The Dr. and Mrs. Thomas Adams and Family Hypotrophia Award goes to Peter Georginis. Peter is majoring in business administration at University of Michigan and plans to pursue a career in management consulting.
So I grew up in a very traditional Greek household, which really involved me going to church every Sunday, speaking Greek at home. When I attended elementary school and was faced with a lot of different cultures, backgrounds, and just different ways of life, it really shocked me at first. I think this Greek background really helped me become the person who I am today, but has also made me realize how culture is such a ubiquitous thing in our life.
The Harold V. Anagnos Charitable Fund Scholarship goes to Vassi Gianitsos. Vassi is majoring in computer science at University of Texas and plans to pursue a career in software development.
Most of computer science classes is projects. And a lot of times you learn something cool with it and whatever, but other times it's just like, this is really just using an algorithm over and over and over again, and can I figure it out? And it kind of like relieves you when you see, oh my gosh, there is a point. You know, it's the build of these little games where we apply the same knowledge, we apply the same analytical thinking to the big problems of the world.
Receiving the Manos Mataragas Evstratiadis Scholarship is Nicholas Ioannou. Nicholas is majoring in radio, film, television, and Rowan University and plans to pursue a career in film, TV, video editing.
I want to be able to create content that can have the same impact on the world as Edward R. Murrow's documentary. And I might not be able to change the world directly, but I might be able to influence people's minds and possibly change the way they act.
Receiving the Manos Mataragos Lomoras Scholarship is Maria Kalogeromitros. Maria is majoring in biology at University of North Carolina and plans to pursue a career in the medical field.
I want to explore my capabilities, grow out of my comfort zone, gain new knowledge, be challenged, share my knowledge ultimately with my patients or my other physicians in my workplace. And also with the current coronavirus outbreak everybody is experiencing the last few weeks, it has just intensified my desire to follow this career path.
Let's take a moment to hear from two powerful past paradigm recipients. Give it up for Martina Kolokotronis, Chief Operating Officer of the Sacramento Kings of the NBA, and Francis Fragos Townsend, Executive VP at McAndrews and Forbes, and former White House Homeland Security Advisor.
Hi, it's Martina from Sacramento, and I want to congratulate the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation and all of our scholars. You should be so proud of yourselves. You worked really hard and you deserve this award. I know that we are living in some really difficult and unprecedented times, but I am confident that with you as our future leaders in this world, that we're going to be okay. So congratulations, Sikaritiria, and I look forward to celebrating in person with you this great honor next year.
To the 2020 PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation winners, congratulations. It was 10 short years ago that the foundation honored me at their annual dinner. You won't have the opportunity to get together this year, but nonetheless, you ought to celebrate your achievement. You know, our heritage and our culture prizes family, country, and service. Use this scholarship as an opportunity, with the love and support of both your community and your family, to find and discover what service means to you and how you can contribute to your community. Again, my congratulations and enjoy this time.
Receiving the Joseph Peter Bartz's Scholarship is Joanna Karageorge. Joanna is majoring in environmental analysis and policy at Boston University and plans to pursue a career in environmental policy, communications, or sustainability.
But I think this concept of conservation relates to my Hellenism, as I think that the whole concept of reduce, reuse, and recycle is definitely something that I just inherently got from my Greek upbringing. I don't know, I even consider my Yampapu to be these pioneers of reducing their waste, although it's a trendy thing now. So it's really just something ingrained just in my upbringing.
The Lucas and Vasiliki Kozonis Memorial Scholarship goes to Dimitrios Kiridis. Dimitrios majors in organismal biology at Barton College. He plans to pursue a career in academia as a marine biologist.
For me, the way humans interact with the environment is really, really important. And in general, there are so many issues that need to be resolved, and that's where I want to come in. I love my science, I love biology, and I want to spread the knowledge that I have as much as possible.
The Ted G. Spiropoulos Memorial Scholarship goes to Sophia Kyrou. Sophia is majoring in political science and human rights at Trinity College and plans to pursue a career in corporate social responsibility.
I do consider myself to be a nomadic person and a citizen of the world. Life in the world is so rich, and there's so many textures to people and societies that if we're not learning as many languages as we can and seeing things through so many different perspectives, then we're not fully taking advantage of everything that the world has to offer for us.
The Kokolakis Contracting, Architecture, Engineering, Construction Scholarship goes to Eleftheria Lambropoulos. Eleftheria is majoring in engineering at Harvard University and plans to pursue a career as an engineer.
You know, without engineers, we wouldn't have these most basic components that really now power everything in our lives and essentially define what it is to live in a modern society. And engineering not only defines modern society, but more importantly, it defines and creates future society. The only real way that progress is made is through new and exciting ideas. But these ideas, unfortunately, they're worth very little and contribute nothing unless there's someone there to make that idea into a concrete, realized reality.
The John H. Panton MD Memorial Scholarship goes to Maria Lysandrou. Maria is majoring in neuroscience at University of Chicago and plans to be a medical doctor and researcher.
With Cyprus, a lot of people don't know what Cyprus is. A lot of people don't know. I'm president of the Hellenic Student Association at University of Chicago. The difference between my research and not knowing and my culture is that people are ignorant about Cypriot culture. So I was able to, through University of Chicago, I was able to create an event where I brought my family and they got to teach a lot of my friends in my community about what Cyprus is.
Receiving the Stephen Vassilatos Scholarship is Matthew Makridis. Matthew is majoring in honors accounting and information systems at The Ohio State University to become a public accountant or software engineer.
I found out the greater meaning and how important accounting really is. Honestly, that's been motivating me even more because now I feel like I'm doing something that I not only like, but I'm doing something that society needs.
Receiving the Nicholas Bardosa Memorial Scholarship is Joanna Maniadaki. Joanna is majoring in clinical diagnostic sciences at Oakland University and plans to pursue a career as a medical doctor.
I took a medical terminology class and I didn't open my textbook because every word was Greek. So it comes very easy to me. Being Greek has a very high sense of family for me, like being together as one. And I try to do that with my friends at school. And I just try to embrace everyone as my family.
Receiving the Andreas Proimos Family Scholarship is Panagiota Megagiannis. Panagiota is majoring in biology, pre-med at Long Island University and plans to pursue a career as a medical doctor.
I think what the most important part is, I love doing it. It's really fun because it's something that's never been done before. I feel like a pioneer, and I love science, so it's something in my area. And I think finding new results and coming up with new solutions and new findings is what actually changes the world.
The George Georginis Memorial Scholarship goes to Maretta Petitsis. Maretta is majoring in marketing at The Ohio State University and plans to pursue a career as an entrepreneur.
I learned that I love asking questions. I think sometimes people are scared to speak up, especially freshmen in their classes, to their professors when they ask a question or they want someone to raise their hand and answer a question. But I was always the person who, even if the question seemed silly or redundant, I would ask the question because I knew that there were others in the room that felt the same way.
The Michael Skubas Foundation Scholarship goes to Evangelia Belidis. Evangelia is majoring in biology at Seton Hall University. She plans for a career in dentistry.
So you're treating not only, your specialty, so the mouth for dentists, but also the mind and body as a whole, which I think is a really beautiful thing. If there can be strides made in the field of dentistry, it's everyone's responsibility, and especially us as Greeks in the future of dentistry to really bring that to the forefront and do what's best for patients.
Hey, even Greece is tuning in. Everyone, please meet Greek basketball legend Panagiotis Giannakis, a.k.a. the Dragon. He was the team captain of the Greek national basketball team that won gold at the Eurobasket of 1987, and he was also the head coach when they won gold back in 2005.
Φίλες και φίλοι, γεια σας. Αισθάνομαι ιδιαίτερα τιμή και χαρά που βρίσκομαι ανάμεσά σας σε μια εκδήλωση που αφορά την αναγνώριση και την υποστήριξη των προσπαθειών των παιδιών μας για το μέλλον τους. Βέβαια, η βραδιά ανήκει στα παιδιά μας, στους νέους μας και θα ήθελα σε αυτό το σημείο να δώσω πολλά συγχαρητήρια σε όλους που συμμετείχαν σε αυτή την προσπάθεια, σε αυτούς που πέτυχαν το επιθυμητό αποτέλεσμα, αλλά και σε αυτούς που παρά τις προσπάθειές τους για φέτος δεν κατάφεραν το επιθυμητό αποτέλεσμα. Βέβαια, δεν πρέπει να ξεχάσουμε τους γονείς και τους εκπαιδευτικούς για την υποστήριξη που έδωσαν στα παιδιά μας. Εδώ, αν κάτι θα ήθελα να πω στα παιδιά μας μέσα από τη δικιά μου καριέρα, είναι ότι μία πολύ μεγάλη νίκη να μην τους πάρει το μυαλό, αλλά και μία ήττα να μην τους πάρει την καρδιά. Γιατί ταλέντο έχουνε, δυνατότητες έχουνε, να μην σταματάνε να κυνηγάνε τα όνειρά τους. Κλείνοντας, θα ήθελα να πω καλή επιτυχία στους στόχους και στους σκοπούς του Ιδρύματος και φυσικά καλή επιτυχία σε όλους σας και να ξέρετε ότι οι πράξεις σας και οι επιτυχίες σας και οι προσπάθειές σας φτάνουν στην πατρίδα. Φτάνουν σε όλους εμάς και δεν σας κρύβω ότι αισθανόμαστε πολύ περήφανοι για σας.
The T.K. Zambetis Family Foundation Scholarship goes to Timothy Proctor. Timothy is majoring in English and philosophy at Drew University and will pursue a career in library and information science.
So with the field of philosophy, I didn't want to rely on Aristotle and Plato too much as a crutch. When you go through all of these problems, you find that they're thinking about the same issues that the ancient Hellenes had dealt with. It's thrown all around like, oh, Greece was the foundation of civilization, but actually understanding how has been an extremely rewarding and somewhat prideful part of pursuing what I have.
Receiving the Hellenic Foundation is Ilya Koato. Ilya majors in astronomy and physics at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and plans to pursue a career in astrophysics.
Cosmology right now is a very fascinating and exciting field of study because we're looking at a question that if we answer, we could potentially answer questions we didn't even know we had, and we could get insight not only as the universe as a whole, but into like our place in it.
Receiving the Renaissance Fund Scholarship is Christoforos Sasaras. Christoforos is majoring in English literature at Westchester University and plans to pursue a career in academia.
I think one of the things that makes Hellenism different is that it has undergone enormous transformation, even during the times where Greece has been colonized. And I think the key to grappling successfully and productively with our past is to recognize all of its manifestations as legitimate.
Receiving the Panos Pisiatis Memorial Scholarship is Jason Souvaliotis. Jason is majoring in chemical and biomolecular engineering at Johns Hopkins University. He plans to pursue a career in pharmaceuticals and public policy.
So this framework is at the core of chemical engineering, and it keeps me driven and motivated because it allows me and other engineers to continue to make breakthroughs that will make people's lives better. No matter what, I know that I want to use my skills to work on solutions that will make people's lives tangibly better. And I know that my values are going to guide me in this, not just striving to excel, which is the foundation of my Hellenic heritage, but also using this excellence for good and justice.
Receiving the Mistras Family Scholarship is Katerina Zampas. Katerina is majoring in mathematics and education at Adelphi University and plans to pursue a career in education.
I am very proud to be Greek and coming from parents that were immigrants and did not get the proper education, but that makes me even more proud that I can accomplish these things with their hard work. Odds were always against us, but we never allowed that to bring us down. We somehow came stronger through that.
The John Peter Funtas STEM Scholarship goes to Dimitrios Tsitsios. Dimitrios is majoring in biomedical engineering at Drexel University and plans to pursue a career in this field.
I think the Greek Orthodox faith teaches us many things about life, and especially being grateful to your family and being grateful to God. And I think that this gratefulness drives me to always forever be thankful and to better myself in an effort to honor my family and God.
The Fresh Farms International Market Scholarship goes to Alexia Vaghenas. Alexis majoring in psychology at Yale University and plans to pursue a career in positive psychology.
Why should we care about self-efficacy and Odyssey plans? They're essentially two really important positive psychological tools that can help individuals of all ages thrive. Specifically in the domain of achievement, a lot of K-12 students can use this to increase their academic achievement. And in terms of college-age students and adults, we can use these tools to really ideate about all the things that we could possibly do with our lives.
Receiving the Danos Family Scholarship is Aristotle Vainikos. Aristotle is majoring in government and computer science at Harvard University, and he plans to pursue a career in national security and U.S. foreign policy.
It's not only the ideas about ancient Greece itself, but also the ideas that come out of ancient Greece that have allowed me to build an interest, a primary interest in the topics at hand, and then continue to delve into them, to seek new ways to understand concepts, to organize my thoughts, and then to address big, critical issues that I otherwise wouldn't have the framework for addressing.
The PanHellenic Alumni Scholarship goes to Dionysia Vassos. Dionysia is majoring in pharmacy at Butler University and plans to pursue a career as a pediatric oncology and hematology pharmacist.
The Greek language, the Greek culture has a lot to do with medicine. And like I mentioned, Hippocrates was the founder of medicine. And he, like I said, harbored that innate devotion to want to serve others. And I feel like I have too gained that characteristic.
Someone else wants to say hi. Welcome Peter Diamandis, Greek-American engineer, physician, and entrepreneur, best known for founding the X Prize Foundation.
Congratulations on your scholarships. Congratulations on being a fellow Greek, making a difference in the world. And please know there is nothing you cannot do if your heart and your mind is passionate about going forth and making it happen. So get clarity on your massively transformative purpose, on the moonshots you want to take, and go for it. Congratulations to you and your family. Take care.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You are
a
2020 PanHellenic Scholar.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to cry.
Thank you so much.
What an honor. Thank you.
You guys don't understand how much that means to me.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to cry.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Katerina Alexopoulos and I was a 2019 PanHellenic Scholarship recipient. Beyond the financial assistance that the scholarship provided, the PanHellenic Foundation is a great community of Greeks that I am honored to be a part of.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I'm proud to welcome you as fellow recipients. It is well deserved. I'm excited for our paths across the future, whether it be at church, casually sharing some great Greek food, or stories with Loannis and Papoose.
Hi everyone, my name is Katerina Dorian. I was a 2014 merit-based scholar. The scholarship I received meant so much to me as it recognized my hard work and my scholastic achievements, but more importantly, it connected me to an amazing group of Greek American peers and to wonderful professionals and mentors. Since receiving my scholarship 6 years ago, I graduated from NYU where I studied economics and chemistry, and next year I'll be graduating from NYU School of Medicine and I'm going into the field of dermatology. Before the pandemic, and especially now, I'm so proud to be a part of the healthcare profession. Sitting next to me, I have my best friend Caroline. She's a true healthcare hero, fighting coronavirus on the front lines.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline. I also graduated from NYU and I'm a nurse practitioner. I worked in a burn unit caring for burn victims and also in cardiology. As Katerina mentioned, I'm currently working in the ICU caring for COVID-19 patients on the front line.
We'd like to thank everyone for doing a great job staying home, social distancing, and helping to keep us all safe. We know life is really different right now, but we want to continue to celebrate your outstanding accomplishments no matter what the circumstance. Congratulations to all of this year's scholars. We wish you all the very best.
For those of you keeping up at home, that's got to be worth a toast too, right? Here's to our alumni and a special thanks for all they do. They say no matter how old you are, you never stop being a mother or a parent. In the Greek community, that is very true. We are forever family. Let's hear from two accomplished athletes. Chris Chelios, former Blackhawk, former Red Wing, former Canadian, Olympian, former NHL superstar, that's for sure, and Dean Karnezis, ultra-marathon runner and author.
Hey, Chris Chelios here from the Chicago Blackhawks. How are you? I'd like to congratulate all the students and all the generous donors to the PanHellenic Scholarship Foundation, and a worthy cause it is. We have a connection, roots in being Greek and Hellenism, so yasu everybody. But once again, congratulations to the class of 2020 and the scholars. Tough times, but I'm sure you'll have your time to celebrate with all your friends and family, and wishing you all the best in the future. Once again, Chris Chelios. Take care, you guys. Yasu.
Hello, this is Constantine Dean Karnezis, the 2015 winner of the Paradigm Award. I would like to congratulate all of the scholarship recipients. You have clearly demonstrated academic and scholastic excellence. I would also like to ask, however, have you also achieved physical excellence? Do you have optimum health and well-being? It was Herophilus who said, "In the absence of health, wisdom cannot reveal itself, art cannot manifest, strength cannot fight, wealth becomes useless, and intelligence cannot be applied." So moving forward in all your pursuits, from one Greek to another, I would encourage you to make health and wellness and physical well-being a top priority in your life, as important as any other of your scholastic and academic goals. Strength and endurance, and remember, it was the Greeks that brought us the Olympics and the Greeks that brought us the marathon.
A lot of people have reached out to ask us how they can get involved and help. Being able to support the students who will drive the future is a powerful thing, and we are so grateful every time someone throws their name in the hat to pitch in.
Thanks, Lou. What a great show it's been so far. As Director of Development for the Foundation, I wanted to speak with you about how to get involved. Many times, people assume this only includes economic support, but there are so many ways to give, and we have something for everyone. Whether it's through volunteering your time, joining our governance, offering internships to our scholars, or becoming a mentor, just contact us and we'd love to speak with you about how you're comfortable giving. For those who can, there is also financial support. Any amount, large or small, makes a difference and helps us accomplish our mission. Each year, we drive a sustainable campaign through our Scholarship Society efforts, where members make a commitment to give 5, 10, or 20 scholarships over a period of time. This giving program is a great way to memorialize a loved one or develop a relationship with a scholar. But don't just take my word for it. Let's hear from a few special people on why they choose to give.
I know we are in unprecedented times, but I am proud to be part of an organization that continues to honor the vision of Christos Fosse to build a better America through Hellenism and education. This is a very important organization to me. I am involved as a board member, as a donor, but most importantly as a mentor. And what truly differentiates it in my mind is that you are not only receiving a scholarship, but you are becoming a member of a real community.
We're especially honored to sponsor this year's award for architecture, engineering, construction to help cultivate and develop young Greek Americans in the fields of engineering and construction.
Congratulations to this year's recipients for all their dedication and hard work.
Que esta nota.
Each year, my family and I sponsor a scholarship in memory of my father. My father was a very proud Greek American, and he valued education a great deal. I know how very proud he would be of all the exemplary students. But there's a lot of value to the donors as well. We get to know the students. We get to know their families. We keep in touch with them. In many cases, we watch and follow their careers. These bonds and friendships really do go beyond a donation.
I think the two main reasons that's very dear to our heart is our church, which we're very supportive of, and the youth. They become part of our honor society, which then we help to elevate them, both in internships and mentorship programs. We'll always be there to help to elevate our youth through our networks and connections, and that's why I certainly support it. And Dimitra?
I support it because I totally believe in helping our youth be successful as our next generation of leaders.
I had the good fortune of working for Mr. Tamaris and for 18 years, and I really enjoyed my time with him. He was a mentor, a friend, a coach. On top of that, 2 years ago I lost a son to a very rare blood disease, and my son was in the sustainability field, fantastic young man, and I have the pleasure of honoring him through a scholarship, a memorial scholarship called the Joseph Peter Barges Scholarship. He was active in the sustainability world, nicknamed Solar Joe, and lived all over the country in his 4 years out of college until he was stricken, and it was a huge loss for our family. So one thing I am going to ask all of you is, from the time you turn 20 till the time you turn 40, you have to go to the doctor every year for a physical and make sure that you are safe. And also honored that for the last 2 years I was able to pick the Joseph Peter Barges Scholar recipient, and I'm doing so again this year. It is somebody that is in the field of sustainability, environmental, which was near and dear to his heart, near and dear to our heart, near and dear to the future of our world. And the junior board, if it's something you want to participate in, I think would be fantastic, and you have nothing but a bright future in front of you. I congratulate all of you. I wish you luck, and I know that all of you will be successful.
We hope more of you out there will support the foundation in the future and join this amazing group of donors that form our annual giving initiative. John Koudounis, CEO of Kalamos Investments and 2016 Paradigm Award recipient. We'd love to know your thoughts.
Hi, my name is John Koudounis, and I'm the 2016 Paradigm Award recipient and the CEO of Kalamos Investments. I would like to send my congratulations and wishes of good health, safety, and happiness to this year's class of PanHellenic scholars. What an amazing effort. As this alone is a great accomplishment, I'm expecting equally big things from you in the future. Make the most of the opportunities. Not everybody will be fortunate to have as many as you might. You embody the value of Hellenism through your academic success and hard work. My advice to you is to remember what your parents, family, and Hellenic culture has given to you. A heritage that inspires you to pursue great things. Trust your instincts in life and be self-motivated. This is how you can preserve the great legacy you have been given. I wish you, each and every one of you, the best of health, happiness.
There are famous lyrics that say, Yinan ola dinata ta adinata, which means the impossible has become possible. That is really what we've been inspired to feel here tonight, don't you think? Now I'd like to turn the time over to Milos, live from New York. I've always wanted to say that.
Σαν γυναίκα γεννά, στο χώμα η νύχτα το πρωί κι όλα αντέχουν ξανά και γίνονται ζωή. Ξανά και γίνονται ζωή. Πια παλιά κυβωτός μέσα από το χρόνο της στοές βγάζει ακόμα στο φως ζευγάρια αναπνοές. Δυνατά, δυνατά γίναν όλα δυνατά, τα δυνατά, δυνατά, δυνατά σε ένα θέαμα κοινό. Δυνατά, δυνατά κι όπως πάνε του χορού τα βήματα με τα χέρια ανοιχτά όλα τα περιφρονώ. Σαν γυναίκα γεννά στο χώμα νύχτα το πρωί κι όλα αντέχουν ξανά και γίνονται ζωή. Πια παλιά κυβωτός μέσα από το τρόπο της στοές βγάζει ακόμα στο φως ζευγάρια αναπνοές. Μέσα μου θρηνώ χαλάσματα με τα χρόνια μου στα σεντόνια μου σαν φαντάσματα. Μα σαν γυναίκα γεννά στο χώμα η νύχτα το πρωί κι όλα αντέχουν ξανά και γίνονται ζωή. Τα ελπίζουμε μαζί, κοίτα, κοίτα ψηλά κι άλλος αιώνας ζει. Πια παλιά κυβωτός μέσα από του χρόνου τις στοές βγάζει ακόμα στο φως ζευγάρια αναπνοές. Δυνατά, δυνατά γίναν όλα δυνατά, τα δυνατά, δυνατά, δυνατά σε ένα θέαμα κοινό. Δυνατά, δυνατά κι όπως πάνε το χορό τα βήματα
Thank you for that wonderful music. Olympia, Savas, and Milos Band. Wow, that was a lot to take in. I guess the big advantage of doing this virtually is that once the show is over, you can go back and see some of the long names, read some of the titles, see the pictures of some of the young people you might have missed. You kind of have your own slow motion replay, right? With 40 students to honor and award, I'm sure a lot of our heads are spinning right now. Plus, I haven't drunk this much grape juice since The Last Dance, the 1998 Bulls final game, right? I'd like to call this extremely young fine wine. If you can, though, try to go back and take a look through what you might have missed. Every one of these kids is living up to a tradition that is older than all of us put together. It goes back to a time when Hellenic people stood up and spoke with erudition, full of new ideas and inventions that shaped and changed the world. Each one of them is a thread in a continuous cord that links us all to that first discovery that knowledge is what makes us a civilization. And that compassionate use of that knowledge is what makes us a great one. Thank you for sliding on your own comfortable footwear, picking up your own glass, and spending this time with us. Who knows what we'll be wearing next year, right? But one way or another, with your help and support, we will be here, recognizing a new wave of students that are every bit as remarkable as the ones we saw tonight, watching the winners before the rest of the world. And that's a future worth looking forward to.